So I pride myself on being the most, not one of, the most credible Dragon Ball YouTuber on YouTube. The most. And the bottom line is this: if you think that I'm an egotistical guy, that's great. If it helps you sleep at night, that's fine. But I know I'm the shit. I'm confident in myself, both in my knowledge and in my ability to dissect through bullshit, and in my ability to report accurate news. And I honestly feel like some of these YouTubers that have been around for a while are lucky. They are lucky that I didn't start 3 years ago, because this whole thing would be mine. So I consider myself like an Iceman. Ice cold, no mistakes. And if I do make mistakes, I'm going to cover them up. So I did a video about Beerus telling Freeza to destroy Planet Vegeta, and I've talked about it on several videos over and over and over again. The line that Beerus said that he told Freeza to blow up Planet Vegeta was a dub-only line. That was not in the Japanese version. It was very, very, very much not even implied that that was the case. However, after the Dragon Ball Super Start Guide had leaked, they put in there a script preview for Dragon Ball Super Episode 3, which is going to be airing this weekend, and it talks about a line that is said in Dragon Ball Super during a conversation between Beerus and Whis. So Beerus says, "Oh wait, wasn't the Saiyajin home planet Vegeta destroyed by Frieza?" And then Whis says, "Didn't you yourself tell him to do so while you slept?" And then Beerus says, "Well, they really ticked me off. King Vegeta in particular was a real cheapskate. At any rate, weren't they destroyed, blah, blah, blah." So according to Dragon Ball Super Episode 3, Beerus did tell Frieza to blow up Planet Vegeta. Now, here's why I have a problem with this. It has nothing to do with the fact that, oh, I'm going to have trolls saying that I'm wrong, because I could give a shit less about morons claiming that I was wrong, because I know that I'm right. The bottom line is that line is a dub-only line. I don't care what anybody says. I proved it in the video. What pisses me off more about this is that the fact that now they have officially said that Beerus did tell Frieza to blow up Planet Vegeta, it really cuts the balls off of Frieza. And it really bothers me that they did this, because this changes the entire Freeza Saga. You gotta understand, the Freeza Saga was very personal. It was a very personal story between Frieza and Vegeta, and then Goku got involved because he's the last of that race after Vegeta passed away, you know, him and Gohan. And the entire thing about Frieza's character, which I outlined in explicit detail in my Dragon Ball in-depth video about Frieza, is that Frieza was pretty much modeled after several different dictators throughout history, including Adolf Hitler. And the thing about Adolf Hitler is that he was very, very superstitious, and he was a genocidal maniac. That's what Frieza is. The entire reason that Frieza wiped out the entire race is because he was afraid of them teaming up against him and revolting, and he was afraid of the legend of the Super Saiyan, Super Saiyajin, Super Saiyan. He was afraid. It was all based on fear, not based on an order that Beerus gave him. This really bothers me because it now makes the entire fight, the entire saga, mean less, in my opinion. It brings it down a couple of notches, if you ask me. And really, that's one of my favorite parts about that entire saga, is just who Frieza is, who he's based on, and his ordeals with Vegeta and Goku, and the very, very personal thing that he did, committing genocide. Having it be an order from Beerus just kind of ruins it. It really does ruin it, because, you know, remember, the whole idea was that the prophecy came through and Frieza was vanquished. So no matter what he did, no matter what he tried to do, he could not stop the inevitable from happening, even if it happened 3 decades afterward. It was fantastic storytelling. However, there is one saving grace, though, that I will point out. Ashuto's JAYAIN, my buddy on Twitter, discovered a quote from Xenoverse where Beerus tells Frieza, "Did you destroy Planet Vegeta like I told you to?" And then Frieza says, "I did it because they were getting on my nerves. I am not at your service." So if that's the case, if it's one of those things where Beerus told him to do it, but Frieza did it anyways for his own, I guess, his own reasons, then okay, this can still be a little bit saved. However, I had to make a video about this because I know that people are going to be asking me about it after this weekend's episode. So now you know. Now you know what's going on. It's been put into the story now. and I'm not happy about it, mostly because it does kind of change Frieza's character. But hopefully when we do see Frieza in Dragon Ball Super in the revival of that story arc, hopefully by then we'll actually have a better explanation, and maybe Frieza will say, I did it because I wanted, not because you told me to. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you down the road.